Ecclesia Domestica, Ecclesia Domestica.
Welcome to Ecclesia Domestica. Today, firstly, we will discuss about intercession for a successful married life. After every wedding, bride and bridegroom go and pray before the patron or patroness saint of the parish. So, in front of that statue, bride and bridegroom go and pray and offer money in the treasury box. They are praying for their future. They are praying for happy and blessed married life ahead. Parents also accompany them, other relatives also accompany them, and in our time, videographer and photographer also accompany them. So this is part of the tradition, and we do that. And on the following day, when both of them visit probably to the church of bride's parish, there also after the Eucharist, after the Holy Kurbana, they pray before the patron or patron statue, and they pray for their happy married life, and they offer in the treasury box. Why I say this so emphatically is that because so many marriages have taken place in this parish during this last 3 years, but I have noticed that many of the in many of the marriages, bride and bridegroom did not do this practice. So why it is? Whether parents did not know or not. So we have to think about it, and we have to at least we have to promote it and encourage our children that there is a practice. Normally, I have seen many of the places that parents take the money and give in the hands of the groom. So both of them go and deposit this in the treasury box and pray before the statue of the patron or patron saint. So this is for the intercession. So asking blessing. Okay, because patron or patroness saint is very close to us, as we visit that church very frequently. And when the following day, when they go to the bride's parish, also they do it in the same way. And this has got a particular name also. I have heard or I have found it first time, and I did not hear it before. So this practice, when bride and bridegroom visit the church of bride's parish, and they pray for their married life. So that practice is called Marupalli Kumbidil. Marupalli Kumbidil. So if at all you cannot remember this particular word, but this practice is beautiful. That asking intercession of particular saint who knows very well about this marriage, and whom we know very well that we have been praying before this statue for many other intercessory prayers and for many other petitions and intentions. So in this beautiful intention or in this beautiful event of marriage, I must say that both bride and bridegroom should go and pray for a blessing in front of the statue of the patron or patroness saint in the parish church. Second thing is Madhuram Vekkal. There is no name we can given in English, or giving sweet or something doesn't look very good. But this practice is done twice. One, or the first time, it is done at the eve of the marriage. It is done at the residence of bride and bridegroom. It is done along with the relatives. It is practiced along with the neighboring friends. It is presided over parish priest normally. So what you should do at the for that ceremony at the evening of the marriage, we should invite a parish priest beforehand so that he will come and pray for the marriage. And I will show a book in which all the prayers are there for the marriage, means for the betrothal, for the previous day of the betrothal and previous day of marriage, and on the wedding day when you go out of the house for the marriage. So all those prayers are in that book, which is called Kudumba Liturgy. So in that all the prayers are there. So if priest is coming, he will come with this book and he will lead that prayer, and we'll have the Madhuram Vekkal in between. So to do that Madhuram Vekkal on the previous day, normally it is done by any elderly person, or in some places it is by a grandmother or aunt, or in some places it is by the maternal uncles. So it differs. So elderly person gives this or asks, give this Madhuram. And before giving this Madhuram, before giving this Madhuram to the bride or bridegroom at their residence, the person who is giving the sweet has to ask thrice, can we give Madhuram to bride or bridegroom? Then thrice he has to ask. So when he asks the first and second time, answer will be that we have not heard. And third time, the community will be saying that, okay, you can give. The permission is given by the community or the family or the relatives to give Madhuram or sweet to a bride or bridegroom. Depends on the residence where it is done, whether it is at the residence of bride or bridegroom. In both places, it is conducted. Yeah. And second time, after the wedding, on the wedding day, after the wedding ceremony in the church, when the bride and bridegroom come to the reception hall and on the stage, decorated stage, so the ceremony is repeated, or second time it is practiced. That time, in also some place elderly person asks, and also in some other place I have seen the groom's sister and groom's brother-in-law will be accompanying. So normally it is the so I have seen some places that brother-in-law will be asking thrice. Okay, can we give Madhuram to both of them? So this time the reception hall, this is given to both of them. So we all know it. So I'm not repeating. So I'm going to emphasize on this permission or asking thrice to give permission, because this is part of our custom before beginning any ceremony, asking the permission of the community gathered over there. This same practice we have in Holy Kurbana also. That's why we don't begin our Kurbana with making the sign of the cross. We begin without making the sign of the cross, because so in the beginning the priest is asking the community about the permission. So that itself is called Puktana Kon, that asking permission, can we begin our Kurbana? So they are asking, we are celebrating this Kurbana with the command of Christ. So that is also in a way asking the permission. When we sing the hymn Anna Pesa, we don't actually feel it, but you go and refer the Kurbana text in which the prose form is there after this hymn, then you will understand how it is done. So asking the permission by the priest, and so the community is responding, yeah, we shall begin with this commandment of Christ. So that practice is there in our marriage ceremony, and that is repeated, or that has been taken for our liturgy also. Yeah. So this Madhuram Vekkal, twice we are doing. One is at the evening of the marriage at the residence of bride and bridegroom separately, and second time at the reception hall, and this is done for both of them, bride and bridegroom together. And what does it symbolize, this Madhuram or sweet? It symbolizes the sweetness they are going to enjoy in their married life, or let their married life be joyful, happy and sweet as this sweet. So the whole community is in a way praying, wishing, and greeting that their marriage, their married life would be a beautiful one, a sweet one, a happy one. Yeah. So third point we are going to discuss is about wedding ring and garland and bouquet. About the wedding ring, according to our St. Thomas tradition, we did not have practice of exchange of rings at wedding, but we had this exchange of rings at the time of betrothal. So, according to the St. Thomas traditions, we used exchange of rings at the ceremony of betrothal, not at the time of wedding, but now we have adapted it also at the time of wedding also, because we know that every day the celebrations and ceremonies will increase and it will not decrease. Day by day, it will increase. So some things will be added, not deducted. Yeah. So that is about the exchange of rings, and it symbolizes also the fidelity, unity of the couple. Both of them will wear this ring till their last breath. And beautiful message is given by name on the rings, because the bride will be wearing the ring on which groom's name will be embossed, imprinted. Okay, so the other way. So what does it symbolize? That so it's by an example, I would say that the children will write their name on their textbook and notebook. The same way, we also write some initials or something on the vessels or utensils, because when it should not be misplaced, or where in case if it is lost also, we should get it back because the name is written, so that you will get it back. That means that property belongs to the person whose name is written on that particular thing. The book belongs to the particular child whose name is written on the book. The same way, you are wearing the ring on which your partner's name is written, so that you belong to your partner. Bride belongs to bridegroom. Bridegroom belongs to bride. Husband belongs to wife. Wife belongs to husband. So beautiful explanation. Please do remember it whenever you look on your ring, and try to experience the joy, and also you build up that intimacy between you. And the other point is that about garland and bouquet. Okay, garland and bouquet is part of our Indian tradition to welcome anyone in any reception. Even the political party, when they make rally or any reception, they do have this wearing garland and honoring that person. So it shows the beauty and ceremonial and celebration kind of embellishment of a particular activity and event. So marriage is very joyful and happy event in the life of a person, so that this can be also added. So as a part of Indian tradition, we have also added into our marriage ceremony and the liturgy also. Both of them can exchange their garland even after tying the knot. So now, and nowadays it is allowed even in the churches, so they can exchange the garland also. But some place they exchange the garland in the reception. So it's part of the celebration. And a bouquet also is given. So originally the bouquet was made of herbs, not of flowers. So as they good to know, but gradually flowers replaced the herbs, and today we use garland and bouquet with flowers. Yeah, this is all about today's our session about the marriage, and it will be continued on the next session also.